Hello everybody, I am welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we'll be talking about what happens when we have Rahu placed in the sign of Sagittarius in our birth chart. So if you have this placement, Rahu in Sagittarius, then stick around and we'll get into it. But before we get into it, I'd just like to let you guys know that I am a Vedic astrologer, and I do offer my Vedic astrology readings and things like that. So if you're interested in a reading, then you can go to gebotheshaman.com. The link is right down below in the description, and you can see it on the screen right there. So so gebotheshaman.com, and I do offer astrology readings, Vedic astrology certification courses, birth time rectification, and all that good stuff. So check it out. So talk about Rahu in Sagittarius. So what does it mean when we have Rahu in Sagittarius? Well, Rahu means Rahu is all about addictions, desires, like unfulfilled desires, things like that. It's really about your obsessions, your addictions, your desires, gambling, cheating, stealing. The occult can be part of this. And it's one of those darker planets, so it is a shadow planet, and why it's associated with addictions and gambling and cheating and stealing and being a trickster is basically because we have basically Rahu is a planet that is the mythology behind Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is also known as the north node of the moon, and Ketu is the south node of the moon. So the mythology behind this is that Rahu basically got his head chopped off. So when the asuras and the deities and the devas were drinking their soma, their drink of eternal life and immortality and things like that, there was a demon, a rakshasa, asura basically, that came in there with them, and so he, as he was drinking, they found out that he was a demon, and they cut off his head. And so he is, this is where we get Rahu and Ketu from. Rahu is the severed head, and Ketu is the body. So Rahu is filled with desires, filled with addictions, filled with wanting to get things. So, for example, eating. So he wants to feel fulfilled. He wants to feel satiated. Hold on, guys. Alright, so Rahu wants to feel fulfilled, satiated, and, he wants to feel good. But it's hard to do that when you don't have a body. So there's nerves in the stomach that makes us, that sends signals to the brain that tells us, okay, we're full. The body is necessary. So like, massages, that sends a signal to the brain through the body to relax. Things like that. So when we just have this head that's like all consuming and wanting to devour everything, that is not a good thing. So it can be in the right contexts. And with Sagittarius, so let's talk about Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is all about education, learning, higher education, like college. It's all about philosophy, religion, spirituality. It's all about the learning phase, like learning about the deeper philosophies in life, because Sagittarius is controlled by Jupiter. Jupiter is also known as Guru, which also means teacher. So this is a sign of deep education, deep wisdom, deep understanding about philosophy and religion and the way the world works, the way things work on a spiritual level, on a karmic level, on a deeper level. So Rahu here in Sagittarius, basically this kind of placement, it really shows somebody has a strong desire to consume just as much information as they can get their hands on, as much knowledge as they can get their hands on, as much wisdom as they can get their hands on. So with this position, someone is really drawn towards spirituality, religion, and philosophy. So like could be a spiritual philosophy or maybe a religious philosophy. But yeah, they just really want that. They want to strive for that goal of perfection, of moksha, and they do this. They do this not through like Pisces energy would be more meditation and things like that, and just really going into your a shamanic journey and connecting with the divine. Well, this placement would be more like the right hand path, like you follow the rules, follow the directions for X amount of years and probably your whole life, and you will achieve spiritual mastery and enlightenment and all that good stuff. So this is like more of a rigid placement with rules and structure and things like that, but really it's all about learning. And this could be astrology, this could be spirituality, any kind of spiritual philosophy, spiritual teachings. So with this placement, you could not only have a strong desire to learn spiritual wisdom, but you could have a very strong desire to become a spiritual teacher. Now you would have to look at where Jupiter is placed for that, because that would be a strong indication. If that was placed in your if you had this placement in your 9th house, that would be along with Jupiter, that would be a strong indication for a spiritual teacher. But yeah, I mean, so Rahu is just like, it gives this like unending desire to know the truth, it wants to know the deepest wisdom there is, the deepest truths, the deepest, most profound wisdom and philosophies and everything. It wants to know the deepest philosophies, the deepest truths, all that. It has a profound hunger and thirst for knowledge and truth and wisdom and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a very powerful placement here. Rahu wants to become the guru. Rahu wants to become the teacher. And you can become an excellent teacher with this position. So yeah, I'd say go for it. And then, of course, Rahu is so obsessed with consuming the knowledge, but really what really balances this out is the Ketu placement. So in order to achieve balance here, we need to look at Ketu, and Ketu would be in Gemini. So communicating, teaching others the truth, like communicating your truth, talking about it will help you understand. And not only that, but also mantra. So Gemini relates to the mouth and the arms. It's communication, it's speaking, things like that. And so really it has a lot to do with the Ketu placement, which is meditation. So Ketu corresponds with meditation, and then we have it in Gemini. So that means that you would want to meditate on mantras, meditate while speaking, and things like that. So because that'll be very profound for somebody. So anyway, yeah, I guess that does it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you next time. Before I go, though, I'd just like to let you guys know that I do have a lot of sales going on right now. Some bundle sales going on, some massive, huge sales, and my courses and services and products and all that stuff are like 50% off, so go check that out at gebotheshaman.com. Alright, and of course I do offer my Vedic Astrology certification course, and that includes your own free website as a Vedic astrologer. And not only that, it includes your own turnkey business, like I'll basically promote you on my channel, get you clients and stuff like that. So yeah, the more I grow, the more your business grows. And then we have the Vedic astrology readings, birth time rectification. So a lot of people are interested in the Vedic astrology readings, but they don't know what I offer. So if you want to know what I offer, gebotheshaman.com. And then birth time rectification. So so if you are one of those people who loves astrology, you love astrology, as I do, but you don't know your birth time, your exact birth time, down to the minute, and it's important that we get it down to the minute. If you don't know your exact birth time, then you could book a birth time rectification with me, because I will ask you some very simple, very basic questions and get your birth time down to the span of 1 minute. So that's very powerful, and it does take me a long time to do. That's why I charge so much for it, just because it takes me hours to get it narrowed down and stuff. But yeah, that's something that I do offer if you're interested. And then we have the distance energy healing. So if you're struggling emotionally, mentally, physically, any of those things, the distance energy healing will help you. I basically combine Qigong with Reiki, with shamanic practices, and get your bodily energies aligned and balanced and cleansed. So that's what that is. And then we have the career coaching and life coaching. So, if you're one of those people who doesn't know what the heck you want to do with your life, and you're just kind of floating on by, letting life pass you by, that is not a good thing. I am in my Saturn dasha right now, and the one thing Saturn's telling me is don't waste time. We're all given a certain amount of time on this earth, so you're doing yourself a disservice by just wasting your time. And I speak harshly of that, because what did I do for most of my life? I wasted a lot of time. So then we have the life coaching as well, and the ritual magic courses. So, you know, if you're struggling with wealth, health, happiness, prosperity, all that good stuff, the ritual magic courses go into the 9 levels of your psyche and destroy all your psychological blocks. And so they go in there and they destroy your psychological blocks, preventing you from having the health, wealth, happiness, prosperity, all that good stuff that you need, and that you deserve to have. So then we have the Qigong courses, the Cosmic Qigong, and the Self-Transformation Challenge. Now those things I just combined into one course. So you can purchase everything that I teach, like the energy work courses. You can do that for $55 on my Patreon, or you can go to gebodeshaman.com and you can purchase a bundle for them. So that's up for you. That's up to you to decide what you want to do if you're interested in that. But yeah, anyway, like 99% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. And why is that? So you need to subscribe. If you haven't done it already and you like the channel and you keep coming back, please subscribe. It takes a second, and it doesn't cost anything. You can also, I would appreciate any likes, any comments that you have on this video. Please keep them polite and respectful, and I will reply. Alrighty? So, pretty simple. Anyway, guys, check out everything that I have to offer. GeboTheShaman.com. Alright? Peace.